I'll take us live and we can talk about it. So, oh, all right. I guess we're live already. That worked quick. So yeah, it's probably the income reports for the coaching because I've been doing income reports every month, and I guess the people that are serious about coaching, that's pretty good evidence for them, right?
Yeah. Anyway, ultimately, people will pay to make money, especially in the coaching arena. So if they can see that someone's already making the money, then it's a much easier decision for them.
Right.
Yeah. I also had this webinar that I did that I just published on my YouTube channel on John from Modern Life Dating, his like his body language mastery course. Like he had like guests, and he let me repost the webinar because it was really good. I talked about a bunch of stuff. Like it was a 2-hour webinar about real estate investing and all kinds of stuff. And I think that might have also helped because it was really technical on like building a business, retiring, all those things. So but yeah, it's crazy. I've been just getting like a crazy amount of coaching clients now.
Pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Chuck, where are you off to? Job?
No, I've got to run an errand over to my kid's school, so I might actually mute in the middle of this call and just go talk to him for a minute. But they're only open from 10 to noon, and so I've got to go over while we're talking. There's just no other time.
So when are you coming back this month, Manny, or next month?
Yep. Yeah, this month.
I'm gonna be gone.
What? Where are you going?
I'm going to Flagstaff on Monday for the 100-mile race. I have to be up there a month early so I can train at altitude.
So how long are you going to be there for?
Till September 21st, I think.
For a whole freaking month?
Yeah, I got to train at altitude for 4 weeks.
Wow.
That's how long it takes for your body to adjust to acclimate to the altitude change because it's like 7,000 feet. So, yeah.
Yeah. So do you have to come across on the slow boat, or are you going to be? I'm just kidding. I'm assuming you're flying.
Oh, I thought about driving. It's 7.5-hour drive, but I can't handle 7.5-hour drives anymore. I'll fall asleep.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm getting old. I'm an old
you
man
said
now.
You going August 21st?
I'm leaving on Monday. So what's that? The 17th.
16th, and coming back on?
Coming back on I think it's the 21st because my race is on let me see. Yeah, coming back the 21st because my race is on the 19th. So
amazing.
Cool.
Best wishes with that.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
That sounds crazy. 100 miles. How many people?
I think it'll probably be around 40 to 50 max.
Jesse Isler's running it too?
I don't know. He could. He runs a lot of 100-milers.
He's got nothing better to do these days.
I know. He just eats bananas and runs 100-mile races, basically.
Right. The guy's
That's
crazy.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a vegan athlete.
Yeah. He's like close to fruitarian, I think. Like he's more like he eats mostly fruit. So I don't he might even be fruitarian. I'm not sure. Like he eats like those acai bowls, whatever they're called, every morning or whatever.
Oh, geez. That's funny.
Yeah.
There's a funny video of him when Sarah Blakely goes into his room. She's like, "What did you pack for your meditation retreat?" Because he was going to go on a 10-day meditation retreat. He thought he was going to go to Vipassana. He ended up in something completely different. But still, he went on the retreat. And Sarah's like, "What did you pack in your bag? Let's open it up." He's like, No, don't open it up." She's like, "Well, I want to see what it is." Opens it up. It's like bananas in the freaking bag. Oh my God. You're like, dude. Hilarious.
That's funny.
Oh, so I
Yeah.
finally hit the 700 member milestone. I've got 703 members in Bulldog Mindset.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's good.
So yeah. Way to go.
Thanks. Yeah.
1,000
Now,
soon. 1,000
yeah.
by the end of the year.
1,000 is the big goal now, right? So
You can do it.
yeah.
So I've started getting sponsorship inquiries again.
Good.
I got one out of the blue from this little company called Amazon. And they emailed me. I didn't email them. So I'm gonna have to ask where it came from, like if somebody referred them or something. But
Oh, that's
Awesome.
interesting.
yeah.
So I didn't realize that Amazon did like sponsorships, like regular sponsorships. How does that work?
For AWS?
I didn't either, but apparently they're looking at it. So
Like Audible? Is it Audible or
no, it's
Huh.
I think it's AWS, something related to AWS.
Oh, I guess that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm talking to
AWS
them.
it's huge. There's so many different parts of it, right?
Yeah. So I emailed her back and said, yeah, we got to talk and make sure that, I know what parts of things you want to promote. And then I had a couple of past sponsors come and say that they were interested. And then I've had 3 or 4 others that I've reached out to that, they're sponsor a few $100 here or $1,000 there or something. Jason Wyman, when we try to do the mastermind thing.
Yeah.
I guess those guys still meet up every Friday.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, and they still watch the show. So anyway, he set me up as an affiliate for his stuff, and all of his Unity stuff is written in C#. But I think I can sell a bunch of his course too, and you get like 50%, and it's a $1,000 course or something like that. So I'm gonna affiliate the crap out of that.
Yeah, he's kicking ass. His
is.
stuff is good, and he's got really good at promoting it. He's making a lot of money with his business.
Yeah.
He's doing really good.
Yeah, so I figure if I can sell a handful of those every month, that on its own is enough to pay for, editing, promoting, and producing the shows. So that all worked out. I had the hard conversation with my editors last week, and so one of them kind of bailed last minute. So my new editor just picked up the slack. So that all got worked out too. But yeah, it looks like things are starting to turn back around. So we'll see where things kind of end up. But I did wind up accepting the offer from the company that I'm not going to name publicly on the show. And so we'll see how that all works out too. I figure I can collect a paycheck. I kind of wanted to commit for a year, but if things turn around in a hurry and I get back to where I was in 2019, for months, just have to pile up some. So interesting as I kind of get, I'm like, all right, I got to figure something else out. Yeah, the sponsorships start working again, so go figure.
Yeah, well, build up your war chest, and
I haven't closed it. Yes, that's the plan.
Yeah, and be smart about it this time, right? Like, I don't know how many times I've been harping on you to get your budget in order, but now you absolutely have to do it for sure.
Yeah.
Like there's no question about it.
Well, that's the
cut
plan.
Cut those costs. Like, don't forget about cutting those costs. Like, I don't know if you've, you got to get your production costs down to super super low, so that, and then have a reserve, right? You need to have at least like 3-4
6
months
months.
operating expenses, so you can pay everyone. If
Yeah.
no income comes in for 4 months, you need to be able to pay everything, because then you're
Yeah.
robust, right? That's going to make it so that you're
Yeah.
not going to get in this situation ever again. But so yeah, so build up the war chest with the work from the job while you get yourself in that position, and
Yep.
and once you're there, then
Yeah.
you'll be in much better place. So
Yeah, my plan looks like, because you're saying work out a budget, but what I'm looking at is actually, I kind of want to do, for lack of a better term, like a monthly profit and loss,
mhm.
right? Every month, and that's to find us for edit, post, and promote.
You need for the money you spend on editor,
Cost
you
is
got
out. And so at
you
the end of the
use
day,
a
then I
bookkeeper.
can say, yeah. Yeah, I don't know how exactly that works with the bookkeeping tools, but yeah, so I'll spread kind of the general
someone
business
and
expenses out
they will help
across.
you out.
Yeah, but I can spread the general business expenses. I can just split that up between shows, and then like the specific cost, so many hours for the editor to edit the shows every week, and all that stuff. But then, yeah, it's a responsibility. Also, it cost me $20-$30 to put each episode out, as close as I can reckon. And then, maybe it brings in $100 an episode or $500 an episode or something like that, right? Between affiliates and sponsors. And then I can actually look at it and say, okay, because I can also go to the hosts and say, look, your show's not pulling weight, and so I've got to figure out, because it's been 3 months at a loss, I've got to figure out what to do with it. And so, then we can have a conversation. Who should I be talking to for sponsors? Who do you know that might sponsor? Stuff like that. And work things out that way. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. I actually had some folks interested in buying another one of the shows, and they asked for that show. And I don't think I'm super interested in selling that show to them, but it did give me the idea, and I'm going, wow, yeah, that's a good idea. Because then I can actually look at it and say, okay, these shows are worth putting more effort into, and these shows, are just squeaking along, they're breaking even or something, and so I can figure that out. So that's kind of what I'm looking at there. But yeah, then I can budget it per show, and I can budget things generally and know what I'm looking at. And then my plan is I'm going to take this job, and when I have 6 months worth of money in the bank, then I'll look at quitting.
yeah,
But it shouldn't take terribly long, especially if sponsorships start coming back, before I'm back in the action again. And then I'll just be really diligent about what I'm spending and what I'm getting back, and how I'm monetizing, so that I know if I'm starting to head into the danger zone.
yeah. No,
I
I
had to
think
learn it the
that's
hard way because I'm stupid.
I think that's a good strategy.
Actually, I think it's normal. Yeah, I think it's normal.
But so you're keeping all the shows then, right?
I did some show.
You did what?
I did some one show. It gets me out of the hole faster. It seems like people come to me bubble, and we talked about it last week. It just gets me to that point where I can go back to independent a whole lot faster. The other thing is the purchase agreement from starting another show on the topic.
Okay.
So,
Okay. I only caught part of what you said there. You're breaking up pretty bad.
I thought I was the only one who heard him all
Okay.
breaking out.
No.
Okay, is it any better?
It's not great, but I don't know.
Sounds
It's
like
a
you're in a
lunch,
car.
is what I said.
Yeah.
I am in a car on a cell connection. I sold one show. It'll get me out of the hole basically way faster than I could have without it. And we'll see how that works out.
Okay. Yeah. I'm not so sure about the selling the show, but I don't know. I guess
I'm not sure either.
yeah.
Anyway, I gotta run into the school and back out in a minute.
Oh, we can't hear anything. The assumption is you're going to school.
Okay. So what's going on with you, Manny?
Promotions going on.
Yeah. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. I think I didn't check it this morning. Let me see what we're looking at.
This morning hasn't really done much. The formatting of the email was really off. I don't know what Tim did there. I need to talk to him about it.
Okay.
It feels like a complete zigzag of an email. Other than that, it's, we've only sent 2 emails. This is the 3rd email that we just sent
Yeah.
compared to last time when by this time we had sent the 5th email. So it's, it is where we are with it. But yeah, the EPC was pretty good when I checked last time earlier in the day. The earnings per email, that's what I was looking at because it was only 2 emails compared to 4 emails. I was trying to evaluate how good that is going. But earnings per email is consistent or even better than the last time around. So it's okay. I think it'll do probably the same. Probably the same.
You think the
We'll
same?
see. Maybe a few thousand less, but not.
Yeah.
And that's only because we've only sent 3 emails so far instead of 5. So,
Yeah. Because we're at like 3,100 in gross sales right now. So
yeah.
I would see. And how many more emails are left to go out?
Well, I have 6 more emails for him.
Okay.
So Friday evening, Saturday morning, Saturday evening, Sunday morning, Sunday evening.
Okay.
So let's see.
Yeah, I would guess that we'll be. I mean, I think we'll be over 10,000 in gross sales, but I'm not sure if we'll be at 15,000.
Yeah, I think going from the past, I'm just looking at the same patterns. I'm just trying to evaluate patterns from what was last time and trying to see if there's any way we can see patterns. And if the emails are generating per email revenue is being generated along the same lines. And as the number of emails increase, that per email revenue also starts to increase
Yeah.
because of repetition. All right. So yeah, I mean, I still believe like we're already hitting around $650 per email as of yesterday. So if we send 9 emails, that's net to you.
Yeah.
So that's like 1,300 per email. 1,300 per email multiplied by 9 would be around 13,000 if we just did that. But if the more emails we send, the more we make per email. That's why I think 15K is what I would say is possible with 1 less email.
Not as much of the upsells on this one, huh?
The upsells are there, but the first upsell itself is the one probably that's causing the other upsell sales to go down because it's the online business accelerator upsell.
Oh, okay.
It's a membership upsell.
Right. Yep.
So here's my guess, and I'm not sure if this is true, but what I've seen in the past is if I put the membership upsell at the end
Mm-hmm.
with a free trial offer at the end after all the upsells have been sold, then people will take the other upsells, but then they won't take up the membership as often.
Right. Yeah.
But if I move the membership upsell up front, people will kind of study it, analyze it, and some people will take it up, but then a large majority of people will not take up the back end, the
Right.
offers on the back end either, because now they're not sure which one is a free trial and what is what,
Yeah.
because the upsell is designed as a free trial. So now anytime they're clicking, they're very wary of it, which is not what I want them to feel. But it's much, I feel like it's much cleaner in terms of offers when the upsell is not a membership upsell. But I wanted to test it out and see what happens if it's upsells of this kind, because it will continue to pay and you're still the 50% affiliate on the upsell for as long as they are members. So it's the same deal, hopefully, if the money is amortized over a few months rather than paid out right away.
Yeah, I think it's good to have the membership at the front there, because you do really want to prioritize the membership, because that'll be worth a lot more in the long run. So
Exactly. So I'm sacrificing sales up front, but I think that's part of the deal
yeah, yeah,
to try and sell the membership.
yeah.
And yeah, it's not the best uptake on it. And the problem with that upsell on the membership is that it's a $0 trial.
Oh,
So
yeah, yeah. So you don't see any revenue until
so you don't see the revenue right now, but hopefully a month from now you'll start to see the returns on that. That's the challenge.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Upsells and bumps are reduced because I want to only give them the option for the membership this time around and see how many people take it up in that test. How many people took it up? Let me see. The EPC was $2.50, but it's probably gone down after today's email. I'm not sure. And I had purposefully not bolded like in the email. I don't know if you read the email. Like I literally wanted to hide the numbers in the email because the email was titled, "How much did I make last month?" And I wanted them to search for every damn dollar amount. Where is that dollar amount, right? And Tim went ahead and bolded it and made it stand out like this. I'm like, no, it was all designed. Don't do don't do it. Don't do it. He made it all so visible so people won't even read the damn email because all they want to see is the numbers and then they get out of it.
Well, you should have told him, I guess.
Well, I format the damn emails. I do everything in the email to make sure that none of that, like the Google Doc is fully formatted. I don't want him to change anything. But he might have thought that that was a he he killed the curiosity, because otherwise I'll just bury that number so far deep that people keep searching for that thing. In this case, not so much. You just get them to read the damn email. But yeah, I think it's going well. We'll see. May not hit the double your productivity numbers. May hit those numbers. The upsell is what's going to kill us, if anything. But then upsell also has the upside to it, which is what we will find out hopefully soon.
Yeah.
Or not soon, but in a few months' time, as people stick or don't stick or whatever happens there. So 29 customers, 39 sales. Let me see if there's a way to find out.
So yeah, so I've got everything switched, or well, I have the Facebook ads running into the Thrive now. So I've got.
Oh, nice.
I'll probably end up switching everything over to Thrive once.
Damn. That sucks, man. Going all the way around back to Thrive.
Yeah, I know.
What's it doing? Oh, it doesn't show. Man, this thing is sometimes Thrive's reporting is like confounding. So how many people took up the accelerator. 1. Mm, 2, 3. Damn it. Oh, can't find the data right now, and that sucks. 4, 5, 6. Actually, no, it's 5. Okay. And yeah, 5 people have taken up the accelerator so far. So if we assume that would have been a $100 upsell instead, like double your productivity or something, that would have been $500 right there, which we
Yeah.
didn't collect. But if those guys stick around, then in the long term, it's a much better return. So
Yeah,
we'll
that's
see.
not bad.
Yeah, we'll see how this plays out. But yeah, it's been good, man. It's been good. Business is good. Things are moving along. I'm surprised sometimes that with all the craziness that goes on here, still able to get the business moving and get stuff done. And you have no idea how lucky you are to just have your office space clean and
Yeah.
organized and feel like you can just get in there and get stuff done and not be inundated with all sorts of endless family drama and all that stuff that goes on behind the scenes sometimes.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It's interesting, but yeah, my flight plan right now is towards the end of the month, so be back by then.
Cool. Yeah, I bet you'll appreciate having your space again.
I will. I need to get a haircut, which I don't think I want to do, but we'll see. I will probably get my antibody testing done to see what the truth is
Oh, yeah.
of my COVID situation. I know they're rolling out in-home testing soon, so that'll be cool. Is it already
Yeah.
rolled out?
I don't know. I haven't been following it. I
Gyms
basically,
are closed, right?
yeah, gyms are still closed. Yep. So
Restaurants are open.
they're open outdoors only, but every restaurant is outdoors now. It's actually kind of cool. You're going to come back to Europe, actually. It's actually really cool. Actually, it's pretty fun. So like all of down, like Gaslamp is they shut down the street and it,
Ah,
yeah, like Gaslamp is a promenade now.
all of Fifth.
Yeah, shut down.
That might not be a bad thing for a very long time because it's a pretty cool experience to have a promenade,
Yeah.
especially in a city like that. That's
Uh,
what really that whole Fifth Street should be designed for, anyways.
yeah, exactly. So
Right.
so yeah, so it's all like all the restaurants are like they're out in the street. They're basically, at least on the weekends, it's completely shut down. I think it might be some of the streets are open during the weekdays, like some of the parts of the street.
Same for
But
PV.
uh,
Grand.
for for PB, Grand isn't shut down yet. They're talking about doing it, but all of the restaurants have like and bars have outdoors like that go out onto the sidewalk. So
What do you mean bars? Bars are serving liquor
yeah, just out on
outdoors?
the sidewalk. Yep, outdoors. So
Wow, they changed those laws in a jiffy
well, you got to order food.
to get
So
drinks.
yeah. So, um, but and then a bunch of restaurants and bars have have basically opened up rooftops. So like Water Bar has a rooftop now. So yeah, it's interesting. So
Interesting. How's the ad campaign going? What are you guys working on?
man, I don't see anything. I mean, it's going now. Like, let me take a look and see what it wasn't.
Well, as long as the money is going out of the bank account, that's all that
Back.
matters.
That's it. The money is going out of the bank account.
As long as Facebook is charging for your ads are working.
Looks like they just shut off the ads today. The agency that I'm working with.
They did. Okay.
Probably because it wasn't working. So, because I think there was about $200 of ad spend with 0 sales, $193. So I think they're gonna regroup and try a different thing. I'm
What
waiting.
is the funnel like right now?
It's just going to the $7 trial from my video ad, basically. They're
Video
trying different
ads. What kind of video ad is it? Just directly from the ad to the sales page?
Yeah, to the $7 trial sales page. Yeah.
Can I see that sales page? What is it? What's the hyperlink for that?
It's just the regular Bulldog Mindset $7 trial, I think. Let me see.
And how long is the video on Facebook?
I want to say it's like 3 minutes or so. It's not super long, but
That's a pretty big jump, especially given that your cold audience or your warm audience is going through a whole quiz, and then they're watching some of your videos, and then they're getting the $7 trial. Here, it's straight from a 3-minute video to a $7 trial. And memberships are anyways harder to sell.
yeah, but the $7 trial should be easier. I don't know. When I tested it before, I was getting really low. I was getting really high click-through rates and really low cost per click. So that's why they figured that they could sell it at the $7 trial. So I don't know.
What's the name of what's the hyperlink there?
I think it's, if you go to bulldogmindset.com / what is it? Bulldog here, I'll just give you the link. It's in here. So
Oh my god, so tired today. Passing out. I feel like the headline is too small compared to the subheadline, but that's something that's probably already working for you guys.
yeah.
Because this like retiring in early 30s, that is quite the important, or the thing that grabs my attention.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
But only because I read the whole thing.
Yeah.
But if I was not reading the blank, all I see on red is conquer brutal life conditions and never feel helpless again. I mean, shit. Is it brutal life conditions that people are really facing right now? I mean, or in general, your audience, is it brutal life conditions, or is it more like difficult challenges?
I don't know. I mean, this is converting so far. So
On the call, on your warm audience.
yeah, so it might be worth testing some other things here, but
Yeah. I mean, I don't really want to think of the copy as such. I'm just thinking of what happens with cold audience. Like, there's not all sales pages that convert on warm audience. Actually, almost no sales page that converts on warm audience will convert on cold audience, because it needs a lot more context.
I was going to say, how much more education do you need to do to get that to click?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess we'll see here what ends up happening with this. All right, let me see if this is the one. Oh no, actually, this is the one. Sorry, I got the wrong sales page. That's just the regular trial sales page for warm. Here's the cold audience sales page. We have it's slightly different. It's almost the same, but the headline is different. So try that one.
Hmm. Hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm waiting to talk to them again to see what the next steps are.
So this is a sales page though they wrote for you, or this is something they worked with Tim?
This is just what Tim had for it.
Okay. Yeah.
I wish I could see it, but I have to drive.
Yeah.
I do agree with Manny though. If you're talking, here's how I retired, in my early 30s, that's way more interesting than stuff's hard. Let me make it less hard.
Yeah.
But I guess it depends too on who you're appealing to, right? Because if somebody's just really down because things are really tough, and and you can kind of, but then again, you don't want to talk about how they're tough so much as how you can get their head back above water, or how they feel like you can breathe again, kind of thing, right?
Right.
So
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of testing, that's for sure.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
guys will do a lot of testing to figure out what's going to work for the sales page.
Yeah, it's just starting now. I mean, my budget for my monthly budget for the ads that I gave them is like $6,000. So we're gonna find out what works.
You should look at someone who might be selling a membership on Facebook, similar personal development membership on Facebook, and see if you can copy the sales page flow on the sales page in some ways, or their whole funnel, at least the front end of the funnel.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, this is one of those things where I'm paying experts to do the for their work. So I'm trying not to interfere as much as possible in that part of it, right? Because they're the ones that are spending millions of dollars of ad, dollars per month. So I'm kind of letting them.
Yeah.
Right. You just talked to them about the results.
Yeah. Yep. So we'll see. And then, whatever they need from me input wise for figuring out, and then, so.
Yeah. Let's hope these guys will get this to work soon. Be interested to see how this all plays out. So you spent $200. How many, do you know the numbers? What's the per click
Let me see what
reality for you guys?
What
Cost per click, click-through rate, all the way to the sales page.
Let's see.
What can we glean from that? What can you glean from that campaign that makes you feel like, is the ad the problem, or is it the sales page that's the problem?
Well, let me see what we got here for the performance and clicks. So with that, there's a different audiences targeted, but the roll up of it, we're looking at basically cost per click right now on that ad has been $2.13.
Cost per click, which is the click on the ad or click all the way to the sales page?
To the sales page. Yeah.
Okay.
Per link click.
Cost per link click. Okay.
Yeah. The cost per click
Well, cost
overall
per
is,
landing page view is what's more important.
that is landing page view because that's
No, it's not.
no, it is
Because
because there's a cost per click, which is all clicks is 55 cents. So the click through rate.
Landing page view is when Facebook registers that the person actually waited around enough to let the landing page load.
Yeah, it doesn't. I mean, it doesn't track a separate event for landing page view. There's a views, right, which is
No, that's different. Okay, so $2.50
yeah.
you said per click.
Yeah, that's on the overall campaign, right? If you look at like the
That's
different
still
targeting,
okay.
the
And
cheapest is $1.61 right now.
what is your targeting? Who are you targeting? Tony Robbins?
They've got a bunch of different ones set up, so it's like a combination of things. One was like called Guru Cluster. Let me see what that had in there. Shoot, I can't even.
Isn't the click pretty expensive?
I mean, I think like $1 per click is about where you want to be. So it's a little expensive, but I would expect that when you're trying to figure out what the targeting is. Like the best I did with my targeting, let me see, when I ran my own ads was, I think it was.
But you did not do any targeting from.
No, I did a bunch of targeting. I got some that were, my Instagram visitors retargeting was 80 cents cost per link click.
No, that's retargeting.
Yeah, and then I had a lookalike audience that was $1.41.
Lookalike from?
But you know, when I did just US 18 to 50 and let Facebook do it completely, it was $1.16. So I also suspect that the more targeted that you make the criteria, the more Facebook charges you for the advertising.
You don't have to suspect it. You're right.
Right. So the more specific that it is. So the broader it is, the lower your cost per link click is, but possibly the higher your cost per conversion will be. Right. So
yeah, the quality of those clicks may not be as good if you're targeting very broad. But if you're targeting very precise, then Facebook only has so many people to show this ad to. And that means the ad costs go up dramatically because the inventory is not there.
Exactly.
For Facebook to display the ad to people. But at the same time, that if you know your audience and if you know it's good audience, then it's worth paying for it.
Yes. Yeah. So that's why we need some conversions in order to be able to know what the actual
what's it optimized for right now? Landing page views?
Conversions. Yeah.
As in sales. I mean, usually they say that in a week you want to have 50 conversions for Facebook algorithm to really be able to learn.
Yeah. So I need a lot of conversion. I need infinitely more conversions than I have.
Well, that's one way to look at it. But the other way to look at it is to just change the metric that you're converting on, like that you're given to Facebook as the optimization metric. So if sales is the metric, then it's going to be really difficult. But if landing page view is the metric, then it's going to be much easier because you will get those 50 conversions. 50 to 100.
Yeah, but it won't optimize for that unless you set that as the optimization.
That's what I'm saying. So if you optimize for that, then you're going to get better data or better Facebook Um,
Yeah, but you want to
better.
optimize for buyers. I also uploaded a buyer list that has the
Look like.
LTVs. So I did a pivot table to find out the LTVs for all the customers, and then so it's a weighted customer list basically.
Interesting. Have you thought about doing ads just to get them on your email list and then selling them from there?
Yeah, that's what I'm avoiding this time. It's not as effective because you lose too many people, and what ends up happening is like your cost per acquisition for email address is so high that you're talking about like let's say that you get email addresses for like uh, let's say that you get it for like $10, right? Um,
No,
then
that's too expensive.
well, not if you have a cost per click of like $2, right? If your cost per click is $2, then and you're sending them to a landing page to get their email address, right? Then it costs you uh, $10 to get 5 people there. That's
Yeah.
that's a
$10 to get 5 people there, but 20% conversion on a landing page, that's horrible. It should convert at 50%.
I don't think so. A cold traffic landing page isn't going to necessarily convert at 50%. You show me one
Well,
that
yeah,
converts.
cold traffic landing page, but with a very precise headline and
Yeah,
precise call to action still should convert much better, like 40 to 50, not 20%.
if you get,
50.
I don't know. I don't think you can really count on getting more than that. I mean, maybe you could get it up higher, but on average, you might be getting a 20% conversion. So it might cost you $10. It's going to cost you somewhere between $6 to $10 per email address. And then let's say that at the worst case, it costs you $10 per email address. $10 per email address, right? Then what is the conversion of an email address to a sale? Okay, if that's 10%, that's way, way high. That's $100 per lead. So it would be better to just spend $50 per lead up front for a sale. I mean, the numbers could be better, right? Like you could, end up paying $50 if you had a lower cost per click and you had a higher conversion rate on the landing page. But
Yeah. Well, it's an experiment.
yeah,
You
Yep.
as long as you've set aside, how much money, like you will have to spend XYZ money and time to get this to work properly, and there's
yeah,
no getting around that. You just have to either you spend their time and money, or they spend that money for you.
yeah.
Someone's got to learn to
Yeah.
figure out all the nuances of your specific offer.
Yeah, I'm not worried because at this point I'm going to make it work, right? So I'm putting forth the budget that I need to in order to
Yeah,
get that. Yeah.
let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. I've been thinking a lot about offers lately, especially after I read the book Over Deliver,
Yeah.
the Brian Kurtz book. Like he talks about the offer and like the list versus the offer. But just the fact that the offer are so close to each other in terms of what's important. That's why I changed the offer for what we were going to do with Simple Programmer, because I felt like the other one was going to be much lower priced point product, and also like promising an end result like this is so much easier than promising like just selling book summaries per se. So we were initially planning to do the goal achievement pack, right?
Yeah.
But now that we're doing online business builders, it's so much easier to be like, hey, this is the end results we're selling, precise end results that you want to get. Damn, Chuck is in some horror movie here or what?
I know, right? I have a sponsor call in like 10, 15 minutes. So
Okay. I guess we should probably wrap this
I
up.
just got home.
It feels like you were in a Blair Witch Project and your phone just started to move on its own.
Yeah.
Look at those lights. Damn, man.
What lights?
All those studio lights.
Oh, that one.
All of them.
I have that one. I have another one, and I have this tiny one that costs like $2 on my desk.
Yeah. Nice.
So
All right. I guess we should do our thoughts then.
yeah.
Wrap it up.
Yep.
Well, my thought mostly is just around measuring, right? So just measure stuff, make sure you know what your targets are, where you need to be at in order to make it work. And then measure, make sure that you're doing that stuff too. So that you know you're hitting your targets.
I'm going to talk about marketing. And the thing I've been learning probably for the last few months more than ever before is don't worry about selling a product. Like make an offer for transformation. Because if there is no transformation, the product is useless. And so many of us get stuck selling a product. But our job is to create, to figure out the transformation for the end user and to make an offer around it. Because it's not that hard to put whatever bonus or specific things in addition to your product to actually create the transformation, to be able to show the person this is what the end result will be like, and this is the offer. So the offer is way more important than the product, is what I'm trying to say. Though people outside of marketing would think offer and product doesn't really, it's the same thing. The offer is a completely different game than the product. It's like Domino's was selling pizza and everyone else was selling pizza, and then Domino's says hot pizza delivered in 30 minutes or less, or it's free. They're not selling pizza anymore. Right. They're not even selling delicious pizza anymore. They're not even selling hot pizza anymore. They're selling the convenience of pizza delivered to you in 30 minutes or less. And that changed the game, and that made them the biggest chain. Everyone else is selling pizza.
Yeah.
Domino's is not selling pizza. Their offer is killer, or was killer.
Let me see. Mine is stay the course, like ride it out, like tread water, don't fall backwards. I think that's the key. I've just been realizing that just in my like even with the training I'm doing, like this week has been like a down week because I did some heavy training the last 2 weeks, and so you know I've been doing like a little bit less this week, but it's been hard even doing less. And I just tell myself, just stay the course, like don't lose. It's not a gain making, like not every week is a gain making week, right? And that's the key. But no week should be a loss, a losing week, like a losing ground. That's the key, is like to constantly be moving forward, is to be like a ratchet. You go one direction, is forward. It's either staying the same or going up. You don't go backwards. You have to ratchet everything you're doing in life, and so be a ratchet.
Cool.
Peace
All right,
out.
guys. See you next week.
See you guys.
Yeah, bye.